Hi, long time no see. I was not uploading videos for a few months because I was very busy. So the good news is that I have a new job, which I really enjoy. And the bad news is that I had to learn a lot of stuff, a lot of new things. And I also have to learn much more. But I hope that I'm gonna find some time to record videos from time to time because I really like it, and videos especially about Serverpod, because I'm sad that there is not a lot of good Serverpod content on YouTube right now. There is this channel named Tyler Codes, which is really good, but besides, any other channels, I can't find anything right now. So if you want to learn Serverpod, definitely Tyler Codes is the channel which you need to find, which you need to open and watch videos there. Okay, but let's go back to the topic. So in this video, I wanna create, I'm gonna show you how you can add the UUID primary key to your Serverpod models. So far only integers was allowed as a primary key, but right now it's changed. So something like a month ago, this feature was added officially to Serverpod. Right now it's still marked as experimental feature, but it works quite well so far from my experience, and I want to show you how to add this UUID primary keys. Like I said before, please remember that this is still experimental, and I'm probably also gonna add the video when it's gonna be fully stable and it's gonna be added to Serverpod like the default one. Alright, so first thing first, we need to open the terminal. Once again, I'm gonna create a new Serverpod project. So let's go to desktop, and I'm gonna create Serverpod, create UUID example. Okay. So right now Serverpod is creating our project. All right, I'm gonna open it in Android Studio. Okay, let me open this server.dart, and for some reason I need to click enable Dart support because Android Studio can't just detect that it's Dart. I need to manually click that, please treat it as a Dart file, which is weird. Okay, but right now let's open the Docker Compose, and I'm gonna add one more container here, which is gonna be pgadmin, just to show you my database. So pgadmin is this program which allows you to see the data in your database. Of course, if you have something else, you don't need to install pgadmin. You also can view your database from the command line, but it's probably not a very good idea for the big databases. What I made here, I'm adding this as a container because I don't want to install it in my computer. It's one program less installed on your computer, so it's great. I think that all programs should be put in the containers, so we don't need to install anything, but it's probably never gonna happen. Okay, I also need to add this volume for it to run. I hope that you already know something about Docker. If you don't know anything about Docker, then you should probably not watch the video about Serverpod, because Serverpod is using Docker a lot. So basically, I hope that this pgadmin container is quite simple to understand. I'm not using anything weird. I'm just running this image, this official image from pgadmin team. and I have this ports open. So my port 5080 on the local host is gonna redirect us to port 80 inside container. And here I have some default email and password. So I'm gonna put this email and password in my pgadmin so I can then show you the database. Okay, but enough talk. Let's go to UI server, and now what I wanna do? I wanna do docker compose app-d. Okay, so as you can see, the Docker is right now downloading the images from Docker Hub, and here is my Docker desktop, so it should be available soon. Okay, so as you can see, I have everything what I need. Right now I have Docker Redis. You don't need Redis, but it's by default here, so let's keep it here. And I also have my pgadmin. So right now what I wanna do, I wanna change the model, which is quite important. So let's go to lib, and I'm gonna change this default one. So by default you have this greeting model from Serverpod. Right now what I wanna do, first thing first, let's delete these comments because it's making this quite unreadable. So you have this class greeting. You also wanna add the table greeting. So can I find it here right now? Sorry, give me a second. I need to take a look exactly how to do it correctly. Okay, so you wanna add the table, and in my case the table is also gonna be called greeting. And the most important part is this ID, this one. So this is something which you need to add, and this is probably the most important line in this tutorial. So besides these properties which were available before, now you also need to add ID. You need to add that you want this ID to be UUID value, and here is also something important. You need to add this default model is equal to random. So in the documentation they're gonna tell you that it's just default, but just default don't works. So you need to add the default model, or you need to add default persist. And the difference between default model the difference between the default model and default persist is that default model will create this UUID on the Dart level, and default persist will create this default ID on database level. And I prefer this Dart level for some reason. You can experiment if you want, but this is what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so we have this new field added, and right now we need to generate our Serverpod. So let me copy and paste this command, which is required here. So Serverpod generate -- experimental - features is equal to change ID type. Press enter, and it's done. Okay, so now when we have it, we should also create the migration because we changed the database. So let me once again copy and paste the command. Serverpod create migration -- experimental - features is equal to change ID type. So as you can see, we need to add these experimental features both in Serverpod generate and in Serverpod create migration. All right. And right now, what I want to do? Right now, I want to go to my greeting endpoint. And I want to save this greeting to the database to show you that the right now ID is the UUID. So let's go with final greeting is equal to greeting.db.insert row. Session is gonna stay as it is, but the row will be this value. So I'm gonna cut it and put it here, and I'm gonna return greeting. All right. ID is gonna be added by default, so you don't need to add anything here. Do I need to generate Serverpod again? No, I don't need to. I think that I don't need to because I don't change anything. So right now I should be able to run my server. Let's hope that it is the case. So let's do dart bin main.dart with -- apply migrations, and let's hope that everything gonna went as expected. Let me take a look exactly if I have 2 migrations. Here I have 2 migrations. Good. And is it okay? Let's hope so. Okay, so right now I'm gonna start my my Flutter application. Let's open it. So I'm just gonna start this standard Serverpod Flutter application, nothing crazy. And let's see if it's working. Let's hope. So here enter your name. So my name is Kamil. My name is not Tananga, unfortunately, but hey, it's working. So as you can see, hello Kamil is visible. And right now the most important test. Let's go to localhost 5080, which is my PG admin. Okay, and now let me do it like that. And where it is? Docker compose. Okay, I need to put my admin example.com and here this one, and I can open the pgadmin. So let's go to register new server and UUID example connection. I'm gonna put as a host my Postgres Docker Postgres container name, and because they are living in the same environment, in the same space, if you're gonna use this host name Postgres, it's automatically gonna know which IP this Postgres have. If you don't know how it works, then you should probably learn more about networking with your Docker Compose. Okay, so right now port is 5432, user Postgres, username Postgres, DB name is UUID example, and password you also need to copy from here. Let's press save. As you can see, everything is working. Good. It's really not that common that everything is working during the first try. I'm a little bit surprised, to be honest, that I don't have any problems so far. Do I have any tables? Yes, I have tables. So as you can see, I have greeting and I can read all data. And I have something here. So as you can see, hello Kamil. And let me once again do some test. So let's type, I don't know, John. Hello John. And right now, if I'm gonna do refresh, no refresh, but I need to once again execute the query. As you can see, I have both hello Kamil and hello John. And the most important part is that the primary key for this table is UUID. So tada, everything is working as expected. Let me know in the comments if you had any problems. And yeah, I'm happy to help and see you in the next video. Bye.